Today is the 18th of June 2025. On 18th of June 1942, James Paul McCartney was born here in Walton Hospital, where his mother, Mary, was once a nurse. This building, look how fascinating this building is, was built between 1864 and 1869. Let's have a look. It's no longer a hospital, it is flats, but look at that. The famous clock tower. Although he was named James, his parents added Paul as a middle name, and it stuck. His parents, Jim and Mary, called him Paul from the moment he came home. Which was this house here, number 10 Sunbury Road in the Anfield area, just a stone's throw away from Liverpool Football Club Stadium. But he wasn't here long, in fact just a matter of months really, before moving over the water to Broadway Avenue in Wallasey, where Jim was given a wartime job in a factory there. But after a short stay and too many bombs falling close to their home, they moved back across the River Mersey temporarily to Roach Lane, Knowsley, which is no longer there anymore, and was a very short stay also before coming here in flat number 75, Sir Thomas White Gardens in 1943, where Jim was originally from, in this Everton area. Now, between 1938 and 1940, 348 flats were built here on the former site of St Edward's College, which relocated to Sandfield Park on the 19th of September 1938. These flats are obviously no longer here, but I thought I would come down here because the original wall is still here. So this bottom kind of sandstone wall is the original wall to the Sir Thomas White Gardens. So, I mean, look at it now, it's a shame now what it's like. It's all coming away. But this bottom bit is the original wall, which no doubt Sir Paul McCartney would have climbed. It's really something, and to think that he grew up around this way shows he never really had much. This area now is quite a poor area, but in August 1947 the McCartneys moved to South Liverpool. A first for any of them. Mary, now a midwife, was offered the home rent-free as part of her new job, and after 2 years here, the McCartneys were on the move again. To here, 72 Western Avenue. Paul had just turned 5, and in the post-war baby boom, Mary was certainly kept busy day and night. The midwife's house was identifiable by a brass plaque on the front gate which read Mrs. MP McCartney, SRN, which I believe is State Registered Nurse. Paul would later remember many occasions when a member of the community would knock at the house to give her gifts in thanks for the babies she'd helped deliver. The move to Speke deliberately coincided with the start of Paul's schooling. But yeah, that's where he was. Right here in Stockton Wood Primary. Now, many of the families on the estate had been moved from unprivileged slum areas of the city, which inevitably made many of the children from these families grow up tough, and mixing with them on a daily basis, Paul found out quickly that the only way to survive in school was to fight. So Western Avenue is just down there, about 200 yards down the road. So Paul would have walked down this road, pretty much a straight walk, and would have turned into these main gates here to get into Stockton Wood Primary School, which was just here. After 3 years in Western Avenue, the family moved just down the road to here, 12 Ardwick Road, where they lived from 1950 to 1955. And it was when he moved here, he'd catch the bus to a senior school with George Harrison. And little did he know, the airport, literally 2 roads away from where I am now, would be named after his other friend, John Lennon Airport. On 18th of June 1963, Paul celebrated his 21st birthday with a party held at his Aunt Gin's house here at 147 Darners Lane. The party was held in a marquee in the back garden. Obviously, the Fab Four performed at Paul's request. However, the party was overshadowed by an incident involving John Lennon and Bob Wooler, the Cavern Club's DJ, after Bob allegedly made gay comments about John and Brian Epstein when Lennon, fueled by alcohol, lashed out at the DJ, putting him in hospital. But this is where he had his 21st birthday party. In the back there was a marquee. Paul was baptised here at Our Lady and St Philomena's Catholic Church on the 12th of July 1943. Paul was baptised in his mother's Catholic faith, although religion was never emphasised in the household.